A Harmony of the Gospels for Students of the Life of Christ by A.T. Robertson, 739. The first rejection at Nazareth, Luke chapter 4, verse 16 to 31. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and he entered, as his custom was, into the synagogue on the Sabbath day, and stood up to read. And there was delivered unto him the book or scroll of the prophet Isaiah. And he opened the book or scroll or roll and found the place where it was written, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because," or wherefore, "he anointed me," made him a Messiah, "to preach good tidings," or the gospel, "to the poor. He hath sent me to proclaim release to the captives," at least the rule of the releasing slaves, "and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord." See Isaiah 58:6, 61, 1 and 2. And he closed the book or roll and gave it back to the attendant and sat down. And the eyes of all in the synagogue were fastened on him. And he began to say unto them, "Today hath this scripture been fulfilled in your ears." And all bare him witness, and wondered at the words of grace which proceeded out of his mouth. And they said, "Is not this Joseph's son?" And he said unto them, "Doubtless ye will say unto me this parable, Physician, heal thyself." See John 6:42 and 7:15. Is that something from the Aeschylus cult or something? "Whatsoever we have heard done at Capernaum, do also here in thine own country." And he said, "Verily I say unto you, no prophet is acceptable in his own country." See John 4:44. "But of a truth I say unto you, there were many widows in Israel in the days of Elijah, when the heaven was shut up 3 years and 6 months, when there came a great famine over all the land." See 1 Kings 17:1 and 18:1 to 2. "And unto none of them was Elijah sent, but only to Zarephath in the land of Sidon, unto a woman that was a widow." See 1 Kings 17:8 to 9. "And there were many lepers in Israel in the time of Elisha the prophet, and none of them was cleansed, but only Naaman the Syrian." See 2 Kings 5:1 and verse 14. "And they were all filled with wrath in the synagogue as they heard these things. And they rose up and cast him forth out of the city, and led him unto the brow of the hill whereon their city was built, that they might throw him down headlong. But he, passing through the midst of them, went his way, and he came down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee." Okay, Zarephath is also called Sarepta in Greek, and one of the things too is that miracles and all that are not according to the people's wishes. It's what they need to make the right choice, but it's not,